Hello everybody, Collier Swecker in Birmingham, Alabama. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. Wanted to touch base with everybody about the $1 million question that we're getting over and over by home sellers in this market, May 2011. And it's to rent or sell. Should I rent my house and move on and become a landlord? Or should I sell my home? And there's so many factors to consider. One that most people forget to take into account is if you're planning on getting out of your home right now and going straight into a new home, a move-up home perhaps, that in some cases your debt-to-income ratio, even though you have it currently rented, a lot of the lenders will want to see 2 to 3 months of rental income before they'll give you credit for that income to offset that debt-to-income ratio. In other words, so that they're not showing 2 mortgages and no income to offset at least one of those mortgages. That will really affect you. And in a time where we're seeing a lot of folks that are out of jobs and just money is at a premium for most people in this economy. If it's not, you're doing good. Anyway, the other thing to keep in mind is that really we're in a declining market. We don't know how much effect that going forward that prices will have. I do see them going lower. I don't think there's any indication that economically or politically or what have you, that there's any indication that prices will be going north. There'll be pockets that stay pretty level, like Hoover did last year, like the Oak Mountain area did, Mountain Brook for the most part. But a lot of areas still got a lot more room to go as the shadow inventory, the foreclosures increase, those sort of things increase. And what you're going to have is you're going to have properties that you rent that while you're getting your rent and your mortgage paid, the price is continuing to slide. And most people that we're finding that want to rent their primary residence when they're moving on to a new home never have the intention of being a 3 to 5 year landlord. And I think that's what you're going to need. That's the outlook that you're going to need if you decide to rent your primary residence in order to get into another house. You're going to need to have an outlook of 3 to 5 years because, you know, you're going to get more, or you need to buy, sell into this market, because I think you're going to make more money in the long run. The other thing to keep in mind is that when you become a landlord, there's all these new guidelines that have taken effect, like you must issue 1099s, for instance, no matter if you're a mom and pop with one rental property or you're a big rental company that has 42 rental homes. The IRS has said that you have to issue 1099s. So that's the kind of record keeping that is going to really burden a lot of folks. And do you really want that? Do you really want to have the maintenance and the having to deal with calls at midnight because the hot water heater's gone out or the hot water heater's leaking? Maybe you do. But most people with a primary residence, and I'm really not talking here to investors, I'm more talking to folks that are trying to get out of the primary residence but have made a decision that they think they want to rent the home instead of sell it because they're just tired of being on the market. And as we always say, price and condition, top 2 things. And if that's the case, go ahead and cut your losses. Understand that 2 years from now, your price is probably not going to be any better, with certain few exceptions to that. So anyway, if you got more questions or comments, or you disagree with anything I've had to say, email me, Collier@megaagentrealestate.com. Have an awesome day.